ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into today's episode of the Morgan Man Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Stacey Cole Morgan. Here on today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about possible Falcons starters going up against the Detroit Lions this Friday, August 12th at Ford Field for the Detroit Lions. And guys, let me tell you, it would be a great opportunity for Marcus Mariota to get adjusted to the offense. I mean, of course, they had the training camp to go through, but for a live action game against other players, this would definitely be a great opportunity for Marcus Mariota under this Arthur Smith system to really get adjusted to things, and especially Desmond Ridder, because Desmond Ridder is, of course, the rookie, and he's probably going to be sitting for the rest of the year. Nonetheless, Marcus Mariota just absolutely just sucks, and like week 7, and then we just bring in the rookie. But yeah, we got that going for us. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about possible CDL 2023 start date. Yes, I know the start date is already begun to leak, as well as some roster news, but we're not worried about the roster news. We're going to mainly focus on CDL 2023 start date. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the Simp and Drazah controversy that is going on right now for the offseason of the Call of Duty League. So it is definitely going to be an interesting show. So without any further delay, let's get straight into today's action. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with the Falcons announcing alongside with the Detroit Lions. Well, the Detroit Lions were the first ones to announce this, that Dan Campbell made public, saying that him and Arthur Smith have agreed that, Dan Campbell will put in starters for at least one quarter of this Friday's preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons in Detroit. And the Falcons could likely follow suit. And for me personally, I would love to see Marcus Mariota in this offensive scheme that Arthur Smith is bringing to the table. And of course, everybody wants to see the rookie Desmond Ridder as well. But we're mostly going to be looking for Kyle Pitts. I was going to say Kyle Pitts. But Kyle Pitts, the unicorn himself, as everybody likes to call him. You want to see Kyle Pitts at least score a preseason touchdown. I mean, come on. He's got to score some touchdowns at least. And AJ Terrell, I'd like to see him back in action. But that would probably be like a week 4 game, kind of just get them prepared for the New Orleans Aints, as the Falcons fans like to say. Screw the Saints and rise up, go Falcons. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think the Falcons need to follow suit against the Detroit Lions and start, with the starting players? Or do you think it just needs to be all rookies? For the Falcons, at least until, week 2 or week 3 of preseason games. But I can see the Detroit Lions doing this because, they're very hungry. They really want to get their starting players out there as quick as possible, get them hyped up for the week 1 of the regular season where it actually does count. So, yes, so that is the question that will be asked on Twitter. Do you think the Falcons need to start the starters preseason week 1 game against the Lions? So now going into CDL 2023 start date. So this is coming from at the Ghost of Hope on Twitter. For CDL peeps that follow me, I've been hearing from a source that they're planning to start the MW2 season in November/December rather than the usual late January start. And of course, he goes on for comparison. Here is MW, CW, and VG all respectively started seasons. And of course, we know the Kickoff Classic usually starts late January. And the launch weekend for the inaugural season of the CDL, I believe, started like early February, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely this would be a huge, huge upgrade for the 4th season of the Call of Duty League by starting again, late November, early December. Me personally, I would love to see the season go into like a Kickoff Classic late December then you give the players like a little bit of a chance to rest a little bit, and then boom, first week of January, you start your major one tournament, qualifiers. I'm astonished for words today. But yes, the qualifiers for like the major one and on so forth, and then you have your major one tournament early February. Give it about a week or two break. You're going back for major two and on so forth, and make it 5 majors. The Cold War season definitely had that better system with 5 majors instead of 4, and then you could still go on to have champs into August if you do 5 majors this season. So definitely, I would love to see that format, but this is right now just leaks and rumors for the start date. This is nothing official, but the Ghost of Hope is the one who tweeted this out for a November/December start time. So now going on over, ladies and gentlemen, to the Simp and Drazah heat controversy. So everybody knows back in January of this past year, I think it was the Kickoff Classic, where the LA Thieves was taking on the Toronto Ultra, and Drazah used the smoke grenade. And, Simp basically put out saying, that was a well-deserved loss. I believe it was like G8 or something for smoke grenades and all that. And then Kenny, at the time, he came in and said, oh, here's the one who want to talk about snaking and all that. So that just kind of was at a one-time moment right there. But now, since the LA Thieves has won the Vanguard season, Drazah's got his ring, and he's talking trash. And he even went back to that old tweet from Simp and put thanks for the ring. Oh boy. And then that started things off. Simp then put in congratulations, brothers. Well deserved. Quavo, or at Quavo, at Octane Sam, and at Dylan Envoy, but did not tag Drazah. And oh my goodness, this is really getting out of hand. And then of course Abizi chimes in, and it's just a mess right now. But I don't know the full backstory between Drazah and Simp having controversy, but now I'm definitely interested, like it is a soap opera on a late Friday night. So guys, what do you think of the controversy that is going on between Simp and Drazah? Do you think that, Simp is in the right for whatever reason they're going at each other's throats? Or do you think it's just Drazah who is just being immature and just playing mind games with Simp? And me personally, I even said it on Twitter that Drazah was carried by the LA Thieves. That he didn't even contribute nothing to this team, minus like a few kills and a few ejective plays. But outside of that, you did not help this team really do nothing. It was mostly Kenny and Octane, and of course the Prince himself, Envoy. So I really see Drazah going back to challengers at the beginning of the season, or maybe near towards the mid-season point for CDL 2023. That's just me, because again, Drazah just did not carry this team like everybody's saying. And what is so crazy too, he has to get his girlfriend to help him mid-match because she was yelling out ninja defuse or just a defuse on S&D, and he hears that. And going back through COD champs or CDL champs against FaZe, I re-listened to the exact moment Miles was saying, the players can hear you, shut up, like that. And I'm like, oh shit, what is going on here? And then, come to find out, again, Drazah's girlfriend was yelling out, defuse, defuse. And it's just crazy because that should automatically been a disqualification for Drazah at least. And then LA Thieves needed to have put in a substitute backup for Drazah being, suspended for the rest of the, tournament right there. That's just my personal belief, but it is what it is. But I believe FaZe will bounce back next year in the Modern Warfare 2, or well, this coming year, I should say, in the Modern Warfare 2 CDL season, and hopefully get that third ring for Abizi, Simp, and Arcides, and second for Celium. But guys, that is all the time I have for today's episode. I sure hope you did enjoy it. If you didn't, make sure to like button wherever you are listening from. Please, please, please give me a follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast from. Guys, I also want to make mention that I'm on Good Pod HQ. It is definitely there for the independent podcasters just like myself who are trying to make a name for themselves in the podcasting world that is growing rapidly each and every single day. So if you don't mind, please, if you do have a Good Pod HQ account, go follow the podcast and listen on there as well. But guys, thank you so much, and I, Morgan, will catch you all later. Peace.